Today, we're diving into something that affects nearly 1 out of every 3 adults, but most of them have no clue they even have it. We're talking about fatty liver disease. But, the most important word you're going to hear today is resilient, because your liver, well, it has this incredible built-in power to heal itself.
Okay, I know, that's a weird question, but honestly, it's a surprisingly good way to picture what's actually happening inside your body with this condition. We're going to break down exactly how your liver can end up looking like that, and way more importantly, how you can turn it all around.
So what is fatty liver disease really? Well, think of your liver as the main kitchen of your body. It is constantly working, filtering everything, managing energy. It's a super busy place. Fatty liver disease is basically what happens when too much grease, or, fat, starts clogging up the whole operation, making it tougher and tougher for your liver to do its hundreds of essential jobs.
Now, it's really crucial to get this. Not all fatty liver is created equal. On one side, you've got what's called non-alcoholic fatty liver, or NAFL. That's just what it sounds like, extra fat building up. But if that keeps going, it can turn into what you see on the right, non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, or NASH. That hepatitis part, that means inflammation. And that's the turning point, when the liver gets irritated and damaged and the whole situation gets a lot more serious.
So how in the world does all this fat get into the liver in the first place? It's not as simple as just eating fatty foods. The real story here is all about how your body handles energy. A good way to think about it is to picture your liver as this giant energy warehouse. So, when way too much energy, especially from things like sugary foods and just extra calories in general, is coming into the warehouse, and not enough is going out through activity, what happens? The warehouse gets completely overwhelmed. And your liver's solution is to take all that extra energy, convert it into fat, and just store it. This whole process gets kicked into high gear by things like insulin resistance, which is basically when your body's cells start ignoring the hormone that's supposed to manage sugar.
And that brings us to maybe the most important point of all. There's a reason they call this a silent disease. Just because you can't feel it doesn't mean it's not a big deal. It can be the very quiet start to a very, very dangerous path.
This slide right here shows you that path perfectly. See, it all starts with steatosis. That's just the simple fat buildup. But then, that fat can trigger the inflammation and damage we just talked about. That's NASH. Over time, as the liver tries to heal itself, it creates scar tissue. That stage is called fibrosis. And if the damage just keeps on coming, that scarring can get severe, leading to cirrhosis, where the liver really starts to struggle to do its job.
So how common is this, really? The numbers are pretty staggering. In the US alone, it's estimated that 30 to 40% of adults have some form of fatty liver disease. That's almost 1 in 3 people. And the craziest part? The vast majority of them have no idea.
Okay, so if it's that widespread, you'd think there'd be some pretty obvious warning signs, wouldn't you? So what are the symptoms you should be on the lookout for?
And this right here is the tricky part. In those early stages, there often aren't any symptoms at all. And when they finally do show up, they are super vague. I'm talking about things like fatigue, feeling weak, or maybe a dull ache in your upper right belly. I mean, who doesn't feel that way sometimes? It's so easy to just brush it off.
So if you remember one thing, let it be this. You cannot wait for symptoms. Having no symptoms does not mean you don't have the disease. It's so much more important to understand the risks, like your diet, your weight, your lifestyle, than it is to wait for a warning sign that might not show up until it's way too late.
So why should you even care about a little extra fat in your liver? Well, because it's not just a liver problem. It's actually a massive warning sign for your entire metabolic system. It's super tightly connected to things like type 2 diabetes and chronic inflammation. But here's the real shocker for most people. The biggest threat from fatty liver isn't liver failure, it's heart disease. Okay, I know that was a lot of serious stuff, so let's pivot to the most hopeful part of this whole story, because there is some incredibly good news here. This is not a one-way street, not at all. Reversing the damage is absolutely possible. This is the main message I want you to walk away with. Your liver has this amazing, remarkable ability to heal. With the right changes, you can genuinely reduce the fat, you can calm down the inflammation, and in a lot of cases, you can completely reverse the disease. So, how do you actually do it? What's the game plan? Let's break down the most effective, science-backed steps you can take to get your liver on the road to recovery. It really boils down to these 3 pillars. First up, diet. You got to cut way back on the sugar and refined carbs that are literally feeding the fat production in your liver. Second, weight loss.
Even losing just 5 to 10% of your body weight can have a massive impact on liver fat. And third, physical activity. Moving your body helps it burn fuel efficiently instead of just storing it away in your liver.
Of course, everyone wants to know if there's a magic pill for this. And right now, the simple answer is no. There isn't a single FDA-approved drug just for fatty liver. Now, some medications, like those GLP-1 agonists used for diabetes, are showing some real promise, but they have to be used under a doctor's care. For now, lifestyle changes are by far the most powerful tool we have. All right, let's do a little rapid-fire myth-busting, because there is a ton of bad information out there. First up, is fatty liver just harmless? Oh yeah, that is absolutely false. As we've seen, it's a serious warning sign that can lead to severe liver damage, and just as importantly, it seriously bumps up your risk for heart disease. Okay, next myth. Is this a disease that only people who are overweight get? Nope, that one is also false. While being obese is a huge risk factor for sure, lean people can and definitely do get fatty liver. It's about your genetics and your diet, not just the number you see on the scale. So when is it time to actually talk to a doctor? Just look at this checklist. If you have any of these risk factors like obesity or diabetes, or if a routine blood test shows your liver enzymes are high, don't wait. Go have that conversation. Catching this early can literally change everything. Let's just end on this one powerful idea. Fatty liver is a metabolic warning sign, not a sentence. It's not the end of the story. It's your body sending you a signal that it's time to make a change. And by listening to that signal and taking action, you can unleash the amazing resilience of your liver and actually help it heal itself.